Hey, what's going on, YouTube? What's going on, Twitter? This your boy, Hype Fan Eagle, representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know. Shout out to my first-time viewers. Shout out to my last-time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing my video rather religiously or in passing. If you haven't yet, man, please subscribe to my YouTube page at Hype Fan Eagle 1. And if you are on Twitter / the X, whatever app you got, please subscribe to my Twitter / X page at Hype Eagle 1. You already know. I don't really got that. Like, I never updated my Twitter, so they got like a new logo, which is the X. I never updated my Twitter. I still got the bird. I still call it Twitter. I don't call it the X. You know what I'm saying? So I may update it later, but now I still got the bird. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm gonna rock with. That's what I'm gonna rock with for sure. Shout out to all y'all that's viewing this video, whether religiously or in passing. I just did a live video, and for some reason it was like choppy on my end, so I had to stop it, and now I'm redoing the video. As of now, I'm definitely redoing the video. So shout out to y'all. Hit that notification bell. You hit that notification bell, subscribe, like, you know what I mean. So we're gonna get into a little bit of what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles, especially day 4 training camp. We're gonna get into a little bit of that, but let me plug myself in. Go Birds. You already know, Bentley. Let's go, man. Go Birds, man. Go Birds. You already know, man. Let me plug myself in, man. Listen, if you want some comfortable merch, if you want some comfortable, clothing, hoodies, sweatpants, hats, come shop at hypewave91.com. Get your shirt. You know what I mean? Get you a nice hoodie. Get you a nice hat. I got bomber jackets. Anything that you need, man. Shop at hypewave91.com. Got some real nice clothes on the website. You can subscribe to the page, to the website, so that way you will be notified when I'm dropping something new. Hypewave91.com, where you can get your comfortable merch, your comfortable hats, your comfortable hoodies, and everything like that. Make sure you shop, and make sure you hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. All right, man, let's get into a little bit of day 4 Philadelphia Eagles camp, man. Before I touch on anything, what I think so far is that I think so far in camp, I feel like we're coming together. I felt like we had a sloppy day 2. The reports was saying like Nick Sirianni was basically going in. He was yelling, basically going in, saying like, listen, if we don't get this thing right, then how are we going to get it right in the game? So he was basically going in. It was some blips going on. It was some fumbles going on. I'm not talking about fumbling the ball. I'm just talking about fumbles as in like mistakes. The team was making a little bit of mistakes, but that's what training camp is for. You gotta, you training the rookies, you training the new players that is coming over from another team. So that's what training camp is for. So I'm not like mad at the fact that was happening. That's what's supposed to happen. Training camp is for you to get better, for you to develop, for you to hone your talents and hone your skills, and that's what training camp is for. So let's get into a little bit of day 4 on Jalen Hurts. The sources are Elliott Shore-Parks. He said Jalen Hurts training camp stats day 4: 15 out of 17, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Outstanding day for Hurts. Was surgical with the ball against the first team defense. Touchdown passes to Brown was the highlight of the day, but made a lot of really nice / smart throws with the ball in and out of the pocket. His first 2 days have been extremely impressive for the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback. He gave him a grade A. So with that being said, in the past, especially last year, before anybody thought Jalen Hurts was going to be this type of caliber of quarterback going into this season, it was some harsh words about Jalen Hurts, especially with Elliott Parks and a couple of other people like Dan Sileo, a couple of other beat writers and reporters. But this time around, I feel like it's more of, it's more nice towards Jalen Hurts. The comments is more nice. Not saying that they can't be critical, but I feel like, the comments and everything are way more nice. Elliott Parks was one of the people that I did not like going into last season because he was very critical in Jalen Hurts. It seemed like he didn't show him no love at all. But being the fact that, Jalen Hurts did what he did last year, taking us to the Super Bowl, even though we lost, but that was arguably one of the best performances by a Super Bowl quarterback ever in history. Now, everybody is on a bandwagon. Everybody likes Jalen Hurts and everything like that. So, shout out to Jalen Hurts, man. And like I said, you can see the improvement. And here is the improvement right here, right? This is another source by Elliott Parks. Jalen Hurts threw 4 practices 2022 versus 2023. And you can look at the stats right here. Jalen Hurts training camp stats. In 2022, he was 45 out of 62, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, completion percentage 72. In 2023, he was 48 out of 60, 4 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, and 80 completion percentage. So you can see the leap, you know. My stance on this is, like I said, I don't put too much like feeling or thought into this because it is training camp. So although he had 3 interceptions in 2022, I don't, you know, I take that with a grain of salt. I take that with a grain of salt. You know, that's what I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. You are going to mess up in training camp. That's why it's called training camp. So that way you could, you know, if you do make a mistake, now you can correct your mistake. So I don't put too much stock inside the 3 interceptions, but as you can see the results between 2022 and 2023, it is a vast difference, you know, especially with the completion percentage. You know, the touchdowns are the same. I don't look at Jalen Hurts as a high caliber touchdown thrower. I do look at him as a playmaker, a person that can get touchdowns, a person that can get it by any means. You know what I mean? Whether it's on the ground or what is, or you know, him throwing it through the air. That's the type of quarterback I can see Jalen Hurts. Listen, as long as you can put points up on the board, whether you throwing the ball or running the ball, that's all that matters to me. I don't care if you throw 50 touchdown passes. Them stats right there is just stats for the analysts, for people to talk about. But if you are winning, if you can get it through if you can get a touchdown through the air or with your legs, that's all that matters to me at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That's all that matters to me at the end of the day. However you got to do it, that's how you do it. But that's the training camp notes right there. You know what I mean? For Jalen Hurts. I got some more training camp notes. But make sure y'all, you know, y'all share the broadcast. You know, y'all hit that like button. Y'all subscribe. Y'all hit that notification bell so y'all will be notified. Also, in the community, I will be putting my merch up in the community section so that way y'all can see new merch, new hoodies, new shirts, new hats, whatever I got. Y'all can check that out. I got some more camp notes, man, that I'm gonna read this one particularly from my phone because I thought I actually put it up here, but I didn't. So we're gonna get right to it. The Jalen Hurts to AJ Brown connection remains dominant. Early in practice, Hurts hit Brown on a well-executed back shoulder throw with James Bradbury in coverage. Good throw, timed well, good route, good catch. Later in practice, Hurts launched a deep throw to Brown, who hauled in a pass for a touchdown. The ball probably traveled around 60 to 65 yards in the air, which was the more impressive given throw that Jalen Carter in the Philly Voice camp notes. You know, if y'all don't know who he is, go follow the Philly Voice camp notes. I think it's Jim Kimkowski or something like that. Go follow him on Twitter. Y'all check him out. He got a ton of camp notes. You know, that is a real, very good, credible source. So yeah, the whole Jalen Hurts to AJ Brown connection is very good so far. You know, they best friends, you know, and not only you know that they're best friends, but you know it's inevitable for them to have that type of connection. Them three right there, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, and Smitty, you know, including Dallas Goedert as well. You know what I mean? So it was inevitable. You know, good job for them. Good job for them. I got some more camp notes. You know, I'm gonna read from the screen right now. Dallas Goedert has been involved in pretty much every practice. He caught a quick hitter down the seam for a nice game. He got open on and out route for a reception. So that's Dallas Goedert right there for day 4 camp notes. You know, Milton Williams had a nice day. I wouldn't call it a double team necessarily, but he had beat 2 blockers, Sua Opeta and Brent Toth, for a tackle for a loss on Mariota on a designated run in the red zone. So that's a part of the camp notes for day 4. Nolan Smith killed Chim, Ogarucker, whatever how you pronounce his last name. If y'all know how to pronounce his last name, leave it in the comments. On an outside rush. It's not like he dusted Lane Johnson or something, but it's still pretty clear that he is a gifted athlete. So this is Nolan Smith on a day 4 camp notes. What else do I have? We may as well get to elite player highlights out the way first. Jason Kelce had an impressive block about 15 yards down the field on a screen play to Boston Scott. he cleared Terrell Edmunds out the way for a big game. If you're wondering if old man Kelsey still has the athleticism to make highlight reels blocks out in the space, yes, he does. Speaking of Terrell Edmunds, the Eagles showed three safety set on defense today. So they had a 3 safety set. I'm about to get into that after this. Reed Blankenship and Kayvon Wallace were on the back end, with Edmonds serving as a dime linebacker. I knew it. I'm going to get into that too. That makes sense. Edmonds is listed at 6'1", 216 pounds, and can pass for an undersized linebacker. Sidney Brown got some second-team looks today after mostly playing with the third-team defense the first few days of camp. Blankenship continues to play exclusively with the one. So I want to get into a little bit of the Terrell Edmunds thing. I said it early in a couple of my early videos. When you look at Terrell Edmunds, he's more of a box safety. So yes, he can play down. He can play down as the third linebacker. He could listen. Our linebacker position it's pretty iffy right now. It's pretty iffy. I know we got Nakobe Dean. I know we got Nicholas Moreau. I know we got Christian Ellis, right? But we have yet to see any real play coming out of those three. Any real play, like any real game day play. I know Nakobe Dean had, a couple of reps going into last year, especially with that Tennessee game where he tackled Derrick Henry with the one arm. But I'm talking about a full sample size. He has yet to display a full sample size. Christian Ellis have yet to display a full sample size. Nicholas Moreau have yet to display a full sample size when it comes to him playing for the Philadelphia Eagles. So we don't know what we got yet. So it makes sense to have a three safety package, a 3 safety package. It makes sense for that. To where though if we do have Terrell Edmunds, Reed Blankenship, and the Kayvon Wallace, and then we have the Terrell Edmunds to play that third linebacker. It makes sense in certain packages. It makes sense because we don't know what we got at safety either, to be honest. We're trying to rotate certain amount of pieces to see what we got. You know what I mean? We got Greedy Williams, who might get some rep at safety. You know what I'm saying? We got Terrell Edmunds, we got Kayvon Wallace, we have Reed Blankenship, right? That's 4, right? We don't know. And let's just say hypothetically Zach McPherson or something like that. Like, we don't know who's going to get that time back there. We don't know who really got, like, to be honest, it's a small sample size from everybody. It's a small sample size from everybody when it comes to that safety position, to be honest. A very small sample size when it comes, especially at the safety and the linebacker position. I feel like as far as the DBs, we got more experience on a DB at the DB position than any other position on defense as far as the back end. The defensive line, I feel like we are covered. I'm hearing some good news about Derek Barnett. It's more camp notes. Just go to phillyvoice.com, and every day you can get your camp notes up there. You can read about it, get your camp notes up there. But our defensive line is really stacked. I'm hearing a lot of good things about Jalen Carter, man. I'm hearing a lot of good things about Nolan Smith. Let me see if I got some things about Nolan Smith that I haven't screenshotted so far. I think that's all that I screenshotted for the day. But like I said, go to phillyvoice.com and you can see more camp notes up there. Everything is looking good. Everything is on the up and up. The pads is on. Tomorrow will be, I believe, the first game of preseason. I don't know who's playing. I think it's the Hall of Fame game, though. I don't know who is playing the first game of the preseason. I think the Browns is playing. I will be in tune to that. I don't know. I might jump on live, or I might do a little video just to announce that football is back, pretty much. It won't be anything on the Philadelphia Eagles. For the most part, I'll probably do a 2-video day where if we do have training camp tomorrow, I will report on that early in the day, and then I just will, I probably just do a celebration for welcome to football, later on throughout the day when that Hall of Fame game is back. But so far, man, it's looking like we're getting everything together. Day 2 day 2 of camp, it seemed like we were struggling. You know, we were struggling out there. You saw the video clips where Nick Sirianni was basically yelling, basically saying, "Listen, if y'all don't get it together now, how y'all going to get it together in a game?" So, you know, I'm just pretty much paraphrasing, but that's what he was saying. Like, yo, practice hard now, because if you don't get it together now, how you're ever going to get it together in a game? So make it perfect now, so you can make it perfect during the game. So, you know, day 2 training camp was pretty much sloppy, but they, you know, as day 3 and day 4 came along, everything seemed to be clicking together. Check out the videos of Smitty with his footwork. Quez Watkins, I heard he's looking impressive, man. Shout out to Quez Watkins, man. I heard he's looking good. I heard he's looking impressive. You know what I'm saying? I heard he's catching everything out there. Listen, he like, yo, this is my spot to lose, like, and I'm not going to lose it, period. So I like Quez Watkins in that slot position. You know what I mean? I like him in that slot. I'm glad that he's on a road to redemption. Also, look at that video for the Philadelphia Eagles. Road to Redemption is on YouTube or whatever. It's basically, you know, Nick Sirianni talking. You know what I mean? A couple of players talking, you know, just so watch that video, The Road to Redemption on the Philadelphia Eagles. Check that video out on YouTube. Also, man, make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button. Make sure y'all go on hypewave91.com. I'm going to keep plugging myself in because, you know, this is more of my merch right here. You know what I mean? Check it out. That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it's camp today or not, but listen, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being a supporter. If y'all want to hit that Cash App to donate, please hit that Cash App to donate. Other than that, man, listen, I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Please do not stop the hype train. Keep it going, man. Keep telling people to subscribe. You know, listen, shout out to all the other content creators as well, man. Lord Bronson, Philly 500, Philly Mike, you know, and who, et cetera, you know what I mean? I definitely do want to link up with a couple of people, you know, so we can get some interviews going on. We can talk about some Philly stuff. But other than that, man, shout out to y'all, man. Listen, I really appreciate y'all. You already know, man. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey, man. Gang.